Scattered across our oceans, countless islands rise, each with its own story. Some teem with life, others remain untouched, and some are shrouded in mystery, deserted and seemingly forgotten. These lonely sentinels spark our curiosity, beckoning us to uncover their secrets. In this exploration, we delve into the mysteries of these abandoned paradises, seeking to understand the forces that shape their destinies. There is an undeniable allure to the isolation of a deserted island. Far from civilization, these havens offer a glimpse into a world untouched by modern life. For some, this isolation represents a chance for solitude and introspection. For others, deserted islands symbolize adventure and the thrill of the unknown. Whether grounded in reality or fantasy, these stories speak to our fascination with the unknown. Deserted islands are often portrayed as idyllic paradises, untouched by human activity. Some islands were once inhabited by indigenous populations or served as strategic outposts. Natural disasters, resource depletion, or political upheaval often led to their abandonment. These islands offer a glimpse into the past, their landscapes serving as silent testaments to the lives that unfolded there. By studying their histories, we gain insights into our relationship with the natural world. In the southeastern Pacific Ocean lies Easter Island, shrouded in mystery. Known to the Rapa Nui as Te Pito o Tehanua, Easter Island has captured imaginations for centuries. Discovered by Jacob Roggeveen on Easter Sunday in 1722, the island presented a stark contrast between its fertile landscape and the remnants of a once thriving civilization. Archaeological evidence suggests that Easter Island was first settled by Polynesian voyagers between 800 and 1200 AD. They established a complex society, its most enduring legacy being the creation of the Moai statues. The Moai, ranging in height and weight, are believed to represent deified ancestors. Each statue was meticulously carved from volcanic rock using rudimentary tools. Theories abound on how they were moved, from wooden rollers to supernatural powers. Recent evidence suggests the Rapa Nui used a sophisticated system of ropes and logs. The Moai were integral to the spiritual and social fabric of Rapa Nui society. Adding to Easter Island's enigma is the Rongorongo script, found on wooden tablets. Some scholars believe it represents a form of writing, potentially one of the few independent inventions of writing in history. The glyphs, composed of abstract figures, have defied decipherment. The loss of traditional knowledge and European contact have made it challenging to unlock Rongorongo's secrets. Despite the challenges, researchers continue to analyze the script, hoping to unravel its mysteries. By the 18th century, Easter Island's population had dwindled, and its forests were decimated. Environmental degradation, overpopulation, and internal conflict likely contributed to the collapse of Rapa Nui society. Deforestation led to soil erosion and reduced agricultural yields. The arrival of Europeans introduced diseases and the slave trade, further disrupting the island's social fabric. The Moai, once revered, were toppled and abandoned, symbols of a lost civilization. The Moai hint at the ecological pressures that contributed to the island's decline. The transportation and erection of these statues necessitated vast quantities of timber. As trees vanished, the island's ecosystem faced a cascade of consequences. Rainfall patterns likely shifted, impacting agricultural yields. The loss of forest had a ripple effect on the island's biodiversity, leading to a more barren landscape. Easter Island serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between human populations and their environment. The island's initial settlers encountered a fertile landscape, fueling population growth. As the population expanded, so did the demand for resources, leading to ecological overshoot. Oral traditions speak of a time when the island was covered in palm trees. Some researchers believe the construction of the Moai intensified as resources dwindled. As resources became scarcer, social tensions on Easter Island likely rose. Competition for land and food may have led to increased conflict between clans. Archaeological evidence supports this theory, with signs of warfare becoming more prevalent. The once unified society may have fragmented into competing factions. Internal strife further weakened Rapa Nui society, making it more vulnerable to challenges. The arrival of European explorers in the 18th century marked a turning point in Easter Island's history. Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen's arrival brought the island into contact with the outside world, but also exposed the Rapa Nui to diseases. European accounts describe a population ravaged by illness, further weakening Rapa Nui society. The introduction of rats and the slave trade further disrupted the island's social fabric. The combined effects of disease, ecological degradation, and human exploitation left Easter Island a shadow of its former self. The story of Easter Island's rise and fall is a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of human societies and their environment. It highlights the dangers of ecological overshoot and deforestation. It underscores the importance of sustainable practices and social cohesion. The collapse of Rapa Nui civilization offers valuable lessons for the present and future. By studying the past, we gain insights into the factors shaping human societies. We can strive to create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Across Easter Island's windswept plains and volcanic slopes, the silent Moai stand as enduring reminders of a lost civilization. These enigmatic figures captivate visitors and fuel the imaginations of archaeologists. Their presence is a testament to the ingenuity of the Rapa Nui people. They hint at the ecological and social turmoil that led to their decline. Archaeological sites and ancient villages provide glimpses into Rapa Nui culture. The Rano Raraku quarry shows the immense effort in Moai creation. Unfinished statues stand as silent witnesses to the abrupt halt in production. Despite past ecological challenges, Easter Island's nature is healing and regenerating. Vegetation is resurging, with grasses, shrubs, and small trees dotting the landscape. Reforestation efforts are slowly taking root, restoring ecological balance. The return of vegetation has renewed appreciation for the island's beauty, drawing visitors. Surrounding waters teem with marine life, highlighting the importance of conservation. The Rapa Nui are rediscovering sustainable fishing practices to protect ecosystems. Recognizing the cultural and ecological significance of Easter Island, efforts are underway to preserve its unique heritage and ensure its long-term sustainability. The Rapa Nui people, now stewards of their ancestral lands, are actively involved in conservation and tourism management, working to protect their cultural identity while sharing their history and traditions with the world. UNESCO designated Easter Island as a World Heritage Site in 1995, acknowledging its universal value and the need for international cooperation in its preservation. Archaeological research continues to unravel the mysteries of the island's past, providing valuable insights into ancient Rapa Nui society and the factors that led to its decline. Scientists, historians, and anthropologists collaborate with the Rapa Nui community to document their cultural heritage, preserve artifacts, and promote sustainable practices. The conservation of the Moai statues presents unique challenges. Exposed to the elements for centuries, these massive stone figures are susceptible to weathering, erosion, and the growth of lichen and algae. Preservationists are exploring innovative techniques to protect the Moai, using lasers to clean their surfaces, stabilizing their foundations, and monitoring their condition to mitigate further damage. Easter Island's story, once viewed as a cautionary tale of ecological collapse and societal decline, is increasingly seen as a parable for our times. It serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of human societies and the natural world, highlighting the consequences of unsustainable practices and the need for responsible stewardship of our planet's resources. The island's history underscores the importance of understanding the carrying capacity of ecosystems, the limits to growth, and the need for balance between human needs and environmental preservation. It also highlights the importance of social cohesion, cooperation, and the equitable distribution of resources to ensure the well-being of both present and future generations. Yet, Easter Island's story is not without hope. The resilience of the Rapa Nui people, their determination to preserve their cultural heritage, and their efforts to restore their island home offer a beacon of inspiration. Their story reminds us that even in the face of adversity, human ingenuity, cultural adaptation, and a deep connection to the natural world can pave the path toward a more sustainable and equitable future. Islands Adrift. Contrasting Destinies. Easter Island's narrative, while captivating, is but one thread in the intricate tapestry of deserted islands. Each abandoned paradise holds its own unique story, shaped by a confluence of geographical, environmental, and human factors. Comparing these stories reveals fascinating parallels and stark contrasts, offering valuable insights into the complex relationship between humans and their environment. Consider the desolate atolls of the Pacific. Once vibrant coral islands teeming with life, now swallowed by rising sea levels. These vanishing paradises stand as stark reminders of the escalating threat of climate change, their fate a sobering testament to the global consequences of human actions. Contrast this with the abandoned mining towns of Svalbard, Norway, where the unforgiving Arctic climate and the depletion of coal reserves drove human retreat, leaving behind ghost towns frozen in time. In the North Atlantic, the remote island of St. Kilda, once home to a resilient community eking out a living from the harsh environment, was ultimately abandoned in the 20th century as its inhabitants sought new opportunities and a less isolated existence. This voluntary exodus, driven by social and economic factors, stands in contrast to the forced displacement of populations from islands rendered uninhabitable by natural disasters or human conflict. Nature's triumph, reclaiming abandoned spaces. Deserted islands offer a glimpse into nature's remarkable ability to heal and adapt. With human activity removed, ecosystems can begin to recover. On some islands, the return of vegetation is swift and dramatic. Seeds carried by wind, waves, or birds transform barren landscapes into verdant oases. Bird populations often experience a resurgence, their calls filling the air. Whispers in the wind. Lessons from deserted shores. Deserted islands, far from being silent relics of the past, hold valuable lessons for humanity's present and future. They serve as natural laboratories for studying ecological succession, the dynamics of isolated populations, and the long-term impacts of human activities on the environment. By studying the archaeological remains, ecological transformations, and oral histories associated with these abandoned places, we can gain insights into the factors that contribute to societal resilience and collapse. We can learn from the mistakes of the past, recognizing the dangers of overexploitation, deforestation, and the disruption of delicate ecological balances. Moreover, deserted islands offer a glimpse into the power of nature's regenerative capacity. They remind us that even in the face of significant environmental degradation, there is always hope for recovery, albeit often along unexpected paths. By understanding the processes of ecological succession and the factors that influence them, we can develop more effective strategies for restoring degraded ecosystems and mitigating the impacts of human activities on the natural world. Section 4. A Tapestry of Resilience, the enduring allure of abandoned paradises. The allure of deserted islands endures, captivating our imaginations and beckoning us to explore the mysteries they hold. They embody a sense of adventure, solitude, and the unknown, offering a temporary escape from the complexities and pressures of modern life. Yet, beyond their romantic appeal, deserted islands offer profound lessons in resilience, adaptation, and the interconnectedness of human societies and the natural world. They remind us of the consequences of our actions, both positive and negative, and the importance of responsible stewardship of our planet's finite resources. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, climate change, biodiversity loss, and the quest for a more sustainable future, the stories of deserted islands serve as both cautionary tales and beacons of hope. They remind us that even in the face of adversity, life finds a way, and that by learning from the past, we can chart a course toward a more harmonious and resilient future for all. The human fascination with deserted islands endures, woven into the fabric of our myths, literature, and dreams. These remote specks of land, seemingly untouched by the complexities of human civilization, hold an irresistible allure, beckoning us to explore their shores and unravel their secrets. Perhaps it is the spirit of adventure, the call of the unknown that draws us to these isolated outposts. Or maybe it is the promise of solitude, a chance to escape the relentless demands of modern life and reconnect with the rhythms of nature. Whatever the reason, deserted islands serve as blank canvases upon which we project our fantasies, fears, and aspirations. They are places where we confront our own mortality, our capacity for resilience, and our interconnectedness with the natural world. In literature and film, deserted islands have served as settings for tales of survival, adventure, and self-discovery. From Robinson Crusoe's solitary struggle for survival to the castaways of Lost grappling with their past and the mysteries of their island home, these stories tap into our primal fears and desires, exploring themes of isolation, resilience, and the search for meaning in a seemingly indifferent world. Yet, deserted islands are more than just figments of our collective imagination. They are real places, each with its own unique history, shaped by the forces of nature and the hand of humanity. Some bear the scars of past exploitation, their landscapes forever altered by deforestation, mining, or the introduction of invasive species. Others stand as testaments to nature's resilience, their ecosystems gradually recovering from the impacts of human activity, their shores reclaiming by tenacious vegetation and teeming with life. By studying the stories of these abandoned places, we gain valuable insights into the complex relationship between humans and their environment. We learn about the carrying capacity of ecosystems, the limits to growth, and the consequences of exceeding those limits. We witness the power of nature's regenerative capacity, but also the enduring legacy of human actions, for better or for worse. The lessons learned from deserted islands extend beyond the realm of ecology and conservation. They speak to the importance of social cohesion, sustainable practices, and the need for long-term thinking in a world often driven by short-term gains. They remind us that we are not separate from nature but rather an integral part of its intricate web of life, our fates inextricably intertwined. In the grand tapestry of Earth's history, islands are dynamic entities, constantly shaped and reshaped by geological forces, climatic shifts, and the ebb and flow of life. Some rise from the ocean depths through volcanic activity, only to be slowly eroded back into the sea over millennia. Others, once connected to continents by land bridges, become isolated as sea levels rise and fall, their flora and fauna evolving along unique trajectories. Deserted islands, whether abandoned for centuries or merely decades, offer a glimpse into these dynamic processes. They are snapshots in time, capturing moments in the ongoing dance between creation and destruction, resilience and vulnerability that characterizes our planet's ever-changing surface. As we continue to explore and learn from these islands, we develop a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of preserving the biodiversity and ecological integrity of our planet. We recognize that the choices we make today will have far-reaching consequences, not only for ourselves but for generations to come. The allure of deserted islands lies not just in their physical remoteness, but also in their capacity to transport us beyond the confines of our everyday lives. They invite us to contemplate the mysteries of the past, ponder the possibilities of the future, and reconnect with the profound beauty and fragility of the natural world. In their silence, we may just hear the whispers of our own humanity, reminding us of our capacity for both creation and destruction, for resilience and compassion, and for forging a more sustainable and harmonious relationship with our planet and with each other.